It seems like some people didn't know the boundaries between character and actor. They just assume the sexuality of the character and think that it's the same as the actor who played it. This is now happening to the Heartstopper cast, Kit Connor, as he recently shared on Twitter that he was forced to come out. At 6 a.m. on November 1st, Connor angrily tweeted on his personal account, "Back for a minute. I'm bi. Congrats for forcing an 18-year-old to out himself. I think some of you missed the point of the show. Bye." Even though Connor didn't explain why he felt pressured to come out, some assume it was because of fans' accusations. The Heartstopper actor has recently been under fire for allegedly queerbaiting on social media, and FYI, queerbaiting is a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators hint at, but then do not depict, same-sex romance or other LGBTQ+ representation. This was due to the fact that Kit had a girlfriend. He was caught holding hands with Maya Refuccio, his co-star in A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow, in Paris. This feels like a double standard, accusing Kit Connor of queerbaiting people just because he was seen with someone of the opposite sex is proof that you guys don't consider bisexual people queer enough unless they're dating the same sex, an account tweeted. In Heartstopper, Connor was Nick Nelson, a soft-hearted rugby player who shares a love story with Charlie Spring, an openly gay overthinker played by Joe Locke. The show was a heartwarming story about young love, being yourself, discovering one's identity, and finding your place in this big world. But fans are now bullying an actor for his sexuality, which truly goes against the messages of the series. Lots of celebs are showing their support for Kit. Heartstopper's creator, writer, and showrunner Alice Oseman retweeted, "I truly don't understand how people can watch Heartstopper and then gleefully spend their time speculating about sexualities and judging based on stereotypes. I hope all those people are embarrassed as F. Kit, you are amazing." Joe Locke, Connor's love interest in the series, replied, "You owe nothing to anyone. I'm so proud of you, my friend." Another Heartstopper co-star, Sebastian Croft, added, "Kit Connor, the world doesn't deserve you. Love you, my friend." Edvin Riding, an actor from Young Royals, also said, "Please give love to Kit. He deserves the world." Besides that, some fans also quoted from the Heartstopper webtoon to defend Kit. A Twitter user captured this: "There's this idea that if you're not straight, you have to tell all your family and friends immediately, like you owe it to them. But you don't. You don't have to do anything until you're ready." It seems like people don't even understand what's the main point of the webcomic/series. You can't tell whether people are gay by what they look like, and gay or straight aren't the only two options. Anyway, it's very rude to speculate about people's sexuality. Oseman, Connor, and Locke all discussed their hopes in interviews with Variety for the Netflix series adaptation, which began filming Season 2 in September. Oseman said, "If Heartstopper helps a young queer person in their coming-out journey, or if it helps a parent understand their child a little bit better, it is the most lovely and heartwarming thing you could hear, and it makes it feel like it's all worth it." And Connor added, "To have a show where you see queer people being happy and being together and united as a group, I think there's something really beautiful about that. I think that shows like Euphoria that are very queer are still very much sort of adult in many ways because they are very dark and gritty. I think it's really important to have a show that is just portraying queer love and queer beauty." The Heartstopper series was groundbreaking, not just for the way it depicted the interpersonal connections and day-to-day realities of LGBTQIA+ youngsters, but also for having a cast that was composed of openly LGBTQIA+ actors. It was a form of casting that had been pioneered by Russell T. Davies with It's a Sin last year, bringing an extra and necessary authenticity at a time when adequate representation was still lacking on television, quoted Vogue's viewpoint on Kit coming out. The cast also joined a Pride March in London to celebrate its 50th anniversary and also show support for the LGBTQIA+ community. Shipping culture should respect the boundaries between fictional characters and real people. Just because they have cute moments or their perfect chemistry both on-screen and off-screen, It doesn't mean that they need to be together in real life. We should let them be comfortable and ready to come out or not, because it is not our business to decide. It's heartbreaking to see an 18-year-old who knows nothing about his or her identity have to unwillingly come out to the whole world. Such a shame for anyone who accuses people of their sexuality. What's your opinion on Kit Connor's unwillingly coming out? Be sure to let me know, and I'll see you in another episode of Celebverse.